àwọn àgbà bọ̀ wọ́n ní kò sí bá a ṣe ṣe bòlò tí ò ní rúgbẹ́. Odo Nation ó yá tébù tí yí kàn yín báyìí ẹ gbé jókòó kẹ́ ẹ jókòó. Ṣé ẹ rí ṣóò tí mo fẹ́ ṣe lẹ́nu? A lot of people will not tell you, but one thing tẹ́ mọ̀ pẹ́lẹ́ àti mọ̀ I will tell you. Ó ti pẹ́ tọ́rọ̀ ti kàn yín mi ò mọ reason báwo ni kì í ṣe sọ́nà wípé nǹkan míì máa tún ṣẹlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Fọṣọlá pé gan ò jẹ́ ká rí ọ̀kan tààrà ṣó ti yé torí ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe ń skip yín bọ̀ lénìí àyè wà ọ̀rọ̀ sì wà. Mo kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kò sí bá ṣe ṣe gbòòrò tí ò ní rúgbẹ́ ẹ̀dìyẹn mú. Mo ti wo different show of different people concerning this Odo Nation and all of a sudden, misunderstanding, conflicts that is happening up and down. Mo ti ṣe visibility studies dáadáa kí tó wá ganu sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. So sit down, relax and enjoy the show because ó máa lẹ́tìkẹ́. First to begin with, ẹ jẹ́ àdá gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ka tuntun ṣá. Who is a godfather? Ẹ Google ẹ lo dictionary ẹ lo gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ lò. Because I've seen a lot of people, questioning, let me use that word, or shaming somebody that is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Tẹ́ bá wo Google, tẹ́ bá sọ pé who is a godfather? Mentorship, guidance, protection of somebody that he has interest in. Tẹ́ tó pé yàn ní godfather. Nǹkan náà tó máa ṣe nìyẹn. Protection of somebody that he has interest in. So I don't now understand where you are getting it confused, like Daddy David Infinity excuse me, wọ́n rí ní everywhere ó ti ṣe jù ó ti ṣe kíní kan jù. Is that not what he's supposed to do? When somebody is doing what he's supposed to do, wọ́n ní a lè pèèyàn ní kíní kan kó má lè gbàdíyẹ dání. Ẹ wo mi ìrántí òwe yẹn nítorí ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti lò. A lè fèèyàn jóyè àwòdì kó má lè gbàdíyẹ. Godfather, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé who is a godfather? Kí ni iṣẹ́ godfather? Ibi kí nǹkan má bàa bàjẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ kíní kan fún yín, Odo Nation. Daddy David Infinity is a godfather to Dorcas. Ṣé ti understand this? He now extend it to Odo Nation. Let us be clear. Ṣé ti yé yín sìn? I will repeat that again. Daddy David Infinity is a godfather to Dorcas. Dorcas. Let's focus on that. When it comes to being a godfather to somebody, protection of that person ló máa wá. Mentorship of that person ló máa ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yẹn ò ṣe ní ṣubú ló ṣe máa ṣe. Tẹ́ bá wá wò pé why is the Dorcas close to the because he's the godfather. Nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe ló ṣe. Mi ò tí ì rí nǹkan tí màá yẹn ṣe tí ò yẹ kó ṣe. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dá gbogbo rògbòdìyàn sílẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ TK. Ṣé rí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ understand kíní kan. Tọ́rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin èèyàn méjì tó bá jáde àwa ní third party. Bí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin àwọn méjèèjì tọ́rọ̀ yẹn bá jáde àwa ní third party torí pé a sì ń bẹ̀. Ìjádẹ̀dẹ̀ lórí ìdòwe o. If Daddy David Infinity, the love he has for Dorcas ló extend sí Odo Nation. The mentorship, the godfatherism is for Dorcas. Let us establish that, not for Odo Nation. But because of Dorcas, he extended it to Odo Nation. Let me now tell you how that is a problem. Because tí èèyàn kan nu team Dorcas bá wá bá Daddy Infinity pé godfather Dorcas ṣe nǹkan báyìí ó ní nǹkan báyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan báyìí ni nǹkan báyìí ṣe fún mi, he has to accept or talk in favour of that person because he has extended the godfatherism to the team member. Torí ẹ̀ mo sọ pé ibi tí wàhálà wà nìyẹn. Tó bá ń bá Dorcas sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa favour Dorcas, tó máa ń bá àwọn team members sọ̀rọ̀ náà ó gbọ́dọ̀ favour wọn when they are in their circle and Dorcas is not there, because it's now like the godfather of everybody. But má jẹ́ àgbàgbé godfather Dorcas kì í ṣe ti gbogbo Odo Nation, but the love he has for Dorcas ló fi extend ẹ̀ sí Odo Nation. I saw a show from Ade. She said something that láyé ṣe 2022 ni. We've known that they be the Infinity for a long time. Gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ̀. Even when I was not in Dorcas team or anything, then I used to like the man. I'm not in Dorcas team. Maybe, sorry, slip of tongue. I'm just saying that I'm cool with Dorcas. Let me use it that way. Everybody knows that you must be living under the rock if you say you don't know him. When it comes to intelligence. You said then it was scarce. You said then it was scarce, but now it's everywhere. That is not the problem. It's still deflating from the problem. In your buruku ma jẹ́yàn buruku. In your rere ma jẹ́yàn rere. If David Infinity was, let me be calling him Infinity. If Godfather, if Godfather was strict and restricted, and complaining. Now he's very, very nice. There's still a complaint. Ṣòtìyé. Ṣé dúró lórí ìkíní yẹn wípé ó nice àbí ó wà approachable. Is being approachable not a good thing? Because I clearly don't understand where you're coming from. Is giving people listening here, is that not a good thing? If doing the job of godfatherism for the whole team, is that not a good thing? So I'm not saying anything that he has done bad. But ṣé mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tóun àti TK bá sọ àbí tóun àti any other team member bá sọ tí Dorcas ò sí ńbẹ̀ ó tún yàtọ̀ sọ́rọ̀ tóun àti Dorcas bá máa sọ. That is where the problem is coming from. It's not because it's approachable or because it's nice. All of a sudden, he used to be strict. He used to be, scarce. But now, because of the love, tó bá ti lè nífẹ̀ẹ́ èèyàn, ó ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ Dorcas, ó ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo team member, you will naturally get your guard down. It's a normal thing. Tó bá jẹ́ pé obìnrin kan báyìí, ìwọ tó ti ṣe ọkùnrin bó ṣe wà yẹn wèrè ni wọ́n ṣe kíní kan tó bá rí yàn tó wá match chemistry ẹ tó match energy ẹ tó ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó click box ẹ tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kíní, you will naturally let your guard down. If Daddy Infinity was very strict, what's the point? Is that a godfather? No. On mo fi béèrè question yẹn pé who do they call a godfather? When he already fall in love with Dorcas and Odo Nation, of course, he's going to be approachable to you guys. It's a normal. Only mo I have watched a lot of videos. Mo sọ pé ó ti yẹ kí n ti ṣe show yín for a long time, but mi ò rí point nínú gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìjà dé lórí dòwe o. That is just it. Èèyàn tó sọ pé wọ́n ṣàbòsí èèyàn bá èèyàn burúkú ní Infinity. Èèyàn yẹn ó ní nǹkan tó jọ sọ lẹ́yìn náà. Nígbà tó ṣì ń dùn, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa rántí ni. Giving a listening here to somebody, to people you love and people you believe in, it's not a bad thing now. You understand? Ó ní mo sọ pé love tó ní fún Dorcas ló ṣì extend sí àwọn team yẹn. Nǹkan ìwà téèyàn bá máa wù wọ́n máa wù. Even if you are strict, if you are not strict, if you are not shaking nìkan, ìwà téèyàn tó bá ti wà nú ẹ̀dá ló máa wù. Okay, now we've taken Godfather's this thing for granted. Abi, it's too nice. That is why gbogbo kini jáde. Now, ó ti restrict gbogbo niceness here. I hope you will like him now. mo máa sọ kinní kan, àwọn nǹkan kan wà tèmi àti èèyàn bá ti dé level kan. I was so disappointed in TK Ọlọ́run. Tèmi àtàwọn èèyàn tá bá ti dé level kan, ní level tẹ̀yìn Odo Nation ti dé yìí, tó bá ti jẹ́ number 1 number 2 ní Odo Nation, àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kankan wà tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀, tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin ni top blogger, come on now, ṣé common sense kan ni? Tó o bá tẹ̀ ro gbogbo anything, wàá ro tọjọ́ orí. Tó o bá ro tọjọ́ orí, wàá rò pé kíní ta ti jọ build kò ní tọwọ́ mi bàjẹ́. Nǹkan tá ti build kò ní tọwọ́ mi bàjẹ́. Torí mo ṣe wà disappointed nínú TK. This situation should have been settled. Ṣebí ó níbi tẹ́ ti ń pàdé behind the camera. Kì í ṣe o lè gbérù nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wá online. This is why I really need to stay away from team, because I be like, when I'm into you, my dear, I'm there forever. Tó bá ṣẹ̀ mí, a máa pera wa lẹ́yìn fóònù, a máa bára wa jà. Nobody will even know. Èmi jẹ́ ọ̀kan tó jẹ́ pé tèmi àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi bá jà, they will expect me to be putting quotes on WhatsApp status on this betrayal and shaking. I will never, nobody will know. Tá bá ń ṣe nǹkan papọ̀, a máa ṣe nǹkan tá à ń ṣe papọ̀, a máa sọ̀rọ̀ normal. And when we are ready to have that conversation, we will sit down and we will have that conversation and we will settle it. At this point, àti dàgbàjú ká máa ṣeré ọmọdé, ká máa gbé odidi team. That is the whole team that you brought out just because you are angry. Mo ń bọ̀ lórí Alujo. Just take it. We're taking it one after the other. Updating. Níbi tí kìíní yẹn tún wọ̀ ẹ́ lára dé. Ẹ tún sọ pé you are not a member of Odo Nation. Come on. Let me tell you something. I love the show that Dorcas did after tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti di yam pepper scatter. Ọmọlọ́mọ jẹ́jẹ́ tiẹ̀ ló máa wà ìgbà tí ó ti dé UK ẹ̀jàjàjàjà ní ìgbà tí ó sì ń lé. Ìgbà tó wà lóyún ẹ̀jàjàjàjà ní. Ó tún ti bímọ báyìí tó jẹ́ kó ní ìsinmi ìjà yìí náà ni. I love the show she did. She said, since you've already disclaimed yourself, make everybody stay on their lane. If you say, let me tell you something. Today I was like, okay. Let me tell you some things. When you're already speaking for a team, directly, indirectly, you already belong to that team. When you already agree to a team, like, you got any, so it makes sense. Bí mo ṣe wà báyìí mi lè pera mi warrior, because lè jọ ṣe 2 parallel line ni bí ọ̀rọ̀ Dayọ̀ Amusa. Bí mo ṣe wà yìí, team ayé 2 parallel line ni. Kì í sọ pé Odo Nation mo ṣeré tó ó ṣe kíní. Mama Ewe dẹ̀rẹ̀, Mama Ewe sọ pé àwọn ò kì í fẹ́ de campi, so but I will still defend Mama Ewe anyway. You understand? But nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ní Tinubu bí wọ́n máa pòwe yẹn bá kan òwe yẹn kàn ń sá lọ ni. Bóyá ibi tó ń pa mí náà jẹ́ kí gbogbo ìwé yẹn máa sá nù orí mi rẹ̀. Àwọn kankan wà. Do it behind closed door. Má jẹ́ kí nǹkan kó tọwọ́ ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Má jẹ́ kí inú bí ẹ to the extent of that. It was a mess. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn kan dúró láti ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ yín. You know that. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan dúró pé inú wọn ń dùn báyìí ni. Torí bí kan ṣe ń gbé nìkan gbà. Ẹ wá sọ ọmọbìnrin yẹn dèèyàn tí ò mọ̀ ṣe. Does it make sense? Èmi rò pé mature-minded people, you know, ní 2026 tó bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ jà, there's a way you will fight diplomatically. Táwa gan ò ní gbọ́n ta pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó lè dùn ẹ́ lóòótọ́. But this is your team. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìwọ ni Dorcas nǹkan. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ìwọ jàjà tara ẹni. Èèyàn gan tó ní team yẹn nìkan bá. You think Dorcas want to do that video? But you cannot be, behaving like a child online for her not to disclaim you pé wá èwo ni gbogbo eléyìí náà. Any small thing ìjà iná rí yín sí. Ọmọ yẹn ò tí ì fọkàn balẹ̀ látìgbà tó ti bímọ. Kó tó mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á sọ pé àwọn kan má tún ti update fúnra wọn. Ẹ update jù. You are adults. There's a way you will call each other lẹ́yìn. Ìgbà tẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá wà lókè tẹ́yìn ṣe bẹ́yẹn. Kí ló fẹ́ àwọn tó ń bọ̀ ọ̀sálẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ṣe? Ẹ̀yin ló yẹ kẹ́ máa lead káwọn ẹ̀ máa follow pé tíìmù yẹn lókè ń bẹ́yẹn wọ́n strong pa. They know they shake. Ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ tí wọ́n á fẹ́ di ara yín síta. So to me, èmi sọ pé tí David Infinity àti TK tó máa jọ ṣàbòsí behind the closed door. Ìjà dé lórí ìdòwe o. That is it. Tíjà ò bá dé, wọ́n sì máa jọ máa ṣàbòsí yẹn lẹ́yìn. That is just it. And Godfather giving them this name here, it's not a bad thing. Ẹ má máa jẹ́ àmà nǹkan tó dáa tó téèyàn ṣe. Ẹ má jẹ́ àmà táàmù sí nǹkan tí ò dáa just because, I don't even know where you are driving at, because that's how nǹkan ìjà ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé ti understand? Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe rí nìyẹn. Kò dẹ̀ séyàn tí ò kì í jà. But don't term it like because it's overly nice. I love people that are overly nice. I fuck with people that are overly nice because that is people. Would you have loved when somebody is in your team and nobody can talk to him? Is the Almighty? Would you have loved him like that? No. He let his guard down because he fuck with you people. He love you people. He feels at home. Wípé àwọn èèyàn tèmi lélẹ̀. Ó dàbí tó bá dénú ilé sí bó ṣe máa bọ́ bra àpàrà tó máa bọ́ṣọ pàrà kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe ẹnu ilé ẹ̀. He feels home when he's with Odo Nation. And if two people are fighting, doesn't mean that automatically the man is shaking, because you water down the effort of that man, and it's so sad. Godfather, of course, is going to put his mouth in things that has to do with his team, because that is what they call. If I call him Godfather, if this one call him Godfather, if that one call him Father, what is the definition of Godfather? Now, and he is too everywhere. What is he supposed to do? To look at all of you be fighting each other and not to try to settle it? Now you force him back into his shell. Ìyẹn ò dẹ̀ wá stop pé ìjà ò ní máa ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Ìjà á sì ṣẹlẹ̀. David Infinity dá sí kò dá sí o. Ẹ sì máa bára yín jà dandan nìyẹn. You see, the problem is not solved. Ìjà sì máa ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa. Because these people behave immaturely. Ó dá sí Odo Nation o, kò dá sí Odo Nation o. Ó bá yín parí ìjà, kò parí ìjà o. Ó gbẹ́nu sí, kò gbẹ́nu sí. Ìjà sì máa ṣẹlẹ̀ because the people there, now I know they are not mature. They don't know how to handle conflicts. Ọlọ́run mo gbé fún Dorcas. Okay, that aside. Moving on. Sharing nǹkan tí mo sọ pé ìjà sì máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sì ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n ti ń pa náà. Alujo tí ò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bó ṣe fẹnu sí ni. TK àti Infinity ń jà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti tẹ̀ sójú ara wọn. Oníkálukú ti dákẹ́ sí, wọ́n ti bomi sùúrù mu. Oníkálukú ń wò jẹ́jẹ́ ti ẹni. Odo Nation was trying to picture out like, what just happened? Here, Alujo came out to drop a diss track against David Infinity. That is the most, I said something fine. Now, right now, Alujo, right now, this time, right now, you think is the best time for you to drop a diss track against somebody just because you want to shame that person in your same team. You people are not matured enough. Nítorí pé ó fẹnu sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìyàwó ẹ̀, sórí bí another mess all over again. Ẹ kàn ń fáwọn èèyàn lọ́rọ̀ sọ ni. Please, pick intelligent people, please. At least don't ma boju eje, because you already know how to act the cast, but people, they will keep, okay, the same way be godfather ṣe kóyàn mọ́ra náà kọ́ ni the same way tí Dorcas fi kóyàn mọ́ra. Òun náà learn the hard way náà. Good people will always want people around them. Òun náà learn the hard way náà. Exactly now, Alujo. Ó sọ pé kó yẹra fọ́mọ yẹn o. Of course, ó ní mo sọ pé kí ló pè ní godfather. Tó bá rí anything tó jẹ́ aburú tó bá fẹ́ ṣe Dorcas, ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ló máa pe Dorcas sí, torí ó ti pe rẹ̀ ní godfather. It's not about you, Alujo. He's just trying to protect who he loves. It's a common thing. Godfather or no godfather, tó bá jẹ́ mi náà, yẹra fọ́mọ yẹn. Ó fẹ́ wá gbá ẹni. Oh, more God, when it comes to godfather, he will have talk far. Why? Because he's trying to protect Dorcas. Talk far, talk wide, talk to different people. Who is Alujo? There's this boy that just came. He was in Lizzie's team. He was shaking it. Do you think it's the person to be around this person that I like? I don't want this person that I like for this to happen to her. Who is this person? Hope it will not betray her. You know, this is the function of a godfather. This is what David Infinity was doing. Alujo is not about you. If he feels uncomfortable with you, with Dorcas, he has to tell Dorcas. And you know, Dorcas relieve it to you because you said it. Ṣọ́ra fún ọmọkùnrin yẹn, yẹra f'Alujo, ó fẹ́ wá gbowó ẹ̀ ni. Torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe mọ̀ pé Dorcas ló sọ kìíní yẹn fún ẹ. When the deed was good. David was coming from where you came from. You were coming, the campaign here at Lizzie. It's a natural thing for the people in it. Oh, Maduro in your Dorcas is losing because of it. It's normal for people in our team to be worried. Like, we don't know this person, we don't trust this person, you know. And in your total parent and godfather, that is his own. A lot of people will be worried in our team. But godfather will always tell, he's older than her. And he's the godfather. Share tea wo film godfather ni. It's a normal thing. So ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sínú láti join. And when you heard, okay, the closest is that you heard from Dorcas. She told you, feeling that she did not tell you so that you can fight David Infinity. She told you in a way that might disappoint me. This is what people are saying concerning you. You need mature-minded people to be able to handle these things. You took an offense thinking that because the man ate you. No, based on what the man about you. No, if you want Dorcas. Either you are okay, you heard it from Dorcas, you don't hear it from Dorcas. You have the right to be hungry. But Miss Okwe, that is way long overdue. Why now? Why wait till now before you express yourself to this person? You were in the same team for a long time. Dorcas denied that you did not hear that from him. From her, rather. Kasoko Ogbolotodo Dorcas, Abogbolotodo àwọn team member. One of the two, not the Magboro and Atodo. But still, no. This is not the time. Ìgbà tó ti gbọ́ yẹn náà ló yẹ kó ti sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Or you call the man pé ó gbọ́ nǹkan báyìí. Béèyàn gidi ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. So get this. Mo gbọ́ nǹkan báyìí. Kí ló dé tẹ́ fi ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí mi? You know, you resolve things off social media. That is mature people. And you had them explain for nǹkan báyìí mo gbọ́. But based on nǹkan tí mo dẹ̀ ti wá rí ń sìn nípa ẹ̀, they lied about you. He has the right to feel, to be suspicious about you. You have the right to be hungry. But since you are in the same circle, you can just pick a call through, you know. talk to this man. Nǹkan tí mo gbọ́ ni o, infinity máa sọ fún ẹ pé nǹkan táwọn èèyàn sọ leléyìí lóòótọ́, wọ́n láti ìgbà tó dẹ̀ ti dénú tíìmù ẹ̀ mo ti rí pọ́mọ dáadáa ni ẹ́. Nǹkan tó fi dá kéèyàn máa believe nǹkan téèyàn bá sọ ń pa ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Period. Gbogbo record label olórin pàjáwìrì tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dì báyìí, ìwà àti Portable ẹ̀ wájọ ń compete láàrin ara yín. Ó ò ní ìdí gbogbo ẹ̀ náà tó tún throw jab. Even Dorcas was angry, of course. You did not even talk to Dorcas before you released that diss track. To them was like, oh my God, don't share now. If you have just talked to Dorcas, any nǹkan tó ṣe leléyìí o, and this is what I want to do, you know, you regard people. Iye odó nìyẹn pé she's your personal person. Dorcas, ẹni iṣẹ́ nǹkan báyìí fún mi gbà báyìí ó sọ nǹkan báyìí, this is what I want to do. Of course she will tell you not to do it. Ó dẹ̀ máa sọ pé fi yá mi, gbà pé mi mo ṣẹ̀ ẹ́. Ṣé tó bá jẹ́ pé mi mo ṣẹ̀ ẹ́, ṣé bó ṣe máa ṣe rẹ́kọ̀dù fún mi ni? Dáríjì jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. That is why you went behind Dorcas to the Lord release this track fún Godfather. Torí o mọ̀ pé Dorcas máa apologize wípé má fi mí ṣẹ̀sín, wípé jọ̀ọ́ fi yá mi, jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. But you went ahead to just, you know, throw the man under the bus. And Dorcas feel a thing about it. Of course. This is somebody from her team. Somebody she hold in a high place. You can't just come out and just, you know, diss that man like that. Oh, Ribo, she insults man. You insulted that man in that song. I want it to then be khaki. But wait till I go mutiri. Because me also I'm going. How do you want Dorcas to feel? Ó dẹ̀ fún any update pé irú kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? Ó dẹ̀ tún dá padà pẹ̀lú update. Alujo, Ọlọ́run tó bá pé wá ò ní pé lọ. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé àwa mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ní orí social media? Ọmọ yẹn fara gba bullet fún ẹ, in case tó bá gbàgbé. Ó dẹ̀ ti pẹ́ tó ti ń sneak náà. Ìgbà tí frame kò ṣe frame tó ń kẹ́rù jáde kúrò nílé jẹ́ òun rí inú bẹ́ẹ̀ tí lé ní. There's something you said. You've been sneaky for a long time. Wo, just don't try it. Sorry ti David Infinity at FJ. Let Dorcas handle that. Bọ́jọ́ tó bá tan kámẹ́rà fún Dorcas, wàá jẹyàn ẹni ṣù. Wà láìmoore. Ọjọ́ tó bá tan kámẹ́rà fún Dorcas, I promise you, you will not go scot-free. Máa gbé lórí bíi gálà rẹ̀. Kí ló ṣe náà? Ọkùnrin ló pé rẹ̀ náà. Ọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ìwọ àti ìyàwó ẹ̀, àgbàlagbà ní máì náà ó dẹ̀ dá sí. Wá tí ẹ fi yẹn jì pé bá gbàlagbà, of course wọn ò lè ṣàìdẹ náà. Àwọn tó máa parọ́ tó fún yín lẹ máa wá. Béèyàn tẹ máa control orí ẹ̀ lẹ máa wá. Told you the truth. Why not update from Dorcas? Dorcas sọ pé, what is the meaning of this rubbish? Why would you drop this track for this man? Kí ló ṣe fún ẹ? Wọ́n lọ sọ pé ò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ohun tíìmù ẹ o, pé o donation o. What you are saying is that the man ṣe kíní kan. Just shut up. I hope I just hope that you are not carpenter ò ní jẹ́ fi yín yọ̀ṣọ́ náà. Ò ní fẹ́ try ẹ̀ sí. Carpenter ò ní fẹ́ fi yín yọ̀ṣọ́. Alujo lórí Facebook. Ẹ ṣàjẹ́ máa wo bí tó máa já sí. Ẹ jẹ́ àmọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ bá feel about this video. It's just so sad, like, you know, it's just so sad. These people are just something else. Ibi báyìí la wà. Ara ẹ̀ á ti balẹ̀ ní síyàn rẹ̀. Ibi báyìí la máa wà. Kò jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ àmọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ bá feel about this video. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.